So now with all that background, let's get to the attacking. Here are the threats. We could gain unauthorized access control. We could attack the integrity of transmissions or data, or the confidentiality, or the availability by doing denial of service. We could falsely authenticate. We could set up a fake access point, a rogue. We could misassociate a client so that they connect to a twin, an evil twin, a rogue. We could misconfigure the WAP unintentionally, unknowingly. We could have unauthorized associations with WAPs that we don't want to. We could have attacks against ad hoc connections, meaning my laptop, your laptop, or my phone, your phone, without the access point. We could have attacks against a honeyspot, which is basically a honeypot, but a Wi-Fi honeypot. We could do MAC spoofing against the access point, denial of service, just flat out jamming. And we could have Wi-Fi jamming devices, which you can buy for like $10. We can do man in the middle and evil twins. So how do we launch wireless attacks? Oh, there are so many here. We could use the AirCrack G suite to crack WEP or WPA2. We could reveal hidden SSIDs because, quite frankly, every wireless frame has the SSID embedded in it anyway. The reason why SSIDs are hidden is because the WAP is configured to not beacon or send out the special SSID frames. But every frame has this, so just capture some packets and you'll see it anyway. We could do fragmentation and spoofing attacks. We could deauthenticate clients and disassociate clients. Do man-in-the-middle attacks using various tools, including AirCrack G. We could do wireless ARP poisoning and rogue access points and evil twins. Now, a rogue access point is just any old WAP that pops up, but an evil twin is meant to look like the real thing so that people connect to it thinking it's the real thing. So evil twin attack. It's a type of attack. You have a rogue access point. We're trying to deceive users into believing that it is a legitimate access point. It's a type of social engineering. We often help by deauthenticating a client. We'll knock the client off the real network and hope they reconnect to our rogue, which, by the way, has a little bit higher power, so it's higher up in the list. Then from there, we launch all manner of attacks against the connected victim, typically trying to grab their usernames and passwords. It's effective because it's not always easy to determine the correct network. I mean, you can have a legitimate access point that says Linksys, and you can have an evil twin that also says Linksys. And it'll just like there are two Linksys routers. So the real and the fake can have the same SSID. They can use the same encryption protocol, or you can leave the fake open, and you just place the fake a little closer to the victim so the signal looks stronger and it's higher in the list. Usually evil twins are configured to not have a password, and the machines just connect. There are specific attacks that leverage evil twins to make it more effective, such as stealing usernames and passwords with bogus websites. The karma attack is you have client devices sending out probe requests for known Wi-Fi networks. And what we're doing is we're not waiting passively for some access point to beacon out its SSID. We just listen for those requests and we respond saying, oh yeah, that's me. That's me. The client doesn't even need to be that close to the real AP, and the attacker doesn't need to broadcast any spoofed SSID. So we're just waiting for clients to say, hey, is that WAP out there? And you just say, yeah, over here, even though you're lying. An evil twin attack, a downgrade attack, also known as an SSL strip. So we entice a victim to connect to the evil twin. The victim goes to their favorite website, HTTPS website, but the evil twin is a proxy. Now, the evil twin here, like we've got the web server and the client. Ordinarily, they would use HTTPS. The evil twin goes in the middle. It's an SSL strip. The evil twin, because the web server insists on HTTPS, the evil twin sets them at HTTPS. But to the client, there's a whole other session that is clear text. And so the client is sending usernames and passwords, which we just sniff. And we don't even need to know anything else. We have 2 separate sessions here. That's usually what we do with an evil twin. So the evil twin acts as a proxy. It has a secure connection to the site. And then the site will respond to us, but we, the evil twin, will intercept that response, modify it so it's down to HTTP. We've stripped out the SSL. We forward the response to the user, who thinks that they have a real connection. However, the user's transmissions are sent in clear text. Here is one example. This is a fun evil twin to play with, something called Wi-Fi Pumpkin. And so if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that Wi-Fi Pumpkin actually has a client device attached to it. And you can do all sorts of things here. You can do SSL strip, and you can be a proxy, and there are a variety of plugins. You can make up any access point name you want, set up DHCP if you like, have a password on or off. So it's a flexible tool. They like to call it a framework. So those are common Wi-Fi threats.